My junior year in high school, I was a militant feminist. I was a riot girl.
Suck my left one!
It was the early 90s. I wanted to get away from all men, and I wanted to get as far away from home as I possibly could. I wanted to go to Barnard, the Women's College of Columbia University in New York City. Getting into that school was going to be my ticket out. My grades were great, and I knew I had to keep them that way. So I took chemistry my junior year. I was getting straight A's. It was an arts high school. So for the final, the chem teacher, Mr. Hutchinson, decided to do something creative. Instead of a final, everybody had to write a 10-page paper and give an oral report on something scientific. Society's problem with something. Anything. Now, I had spent the year reading the seminal texts of early feminism, and I had just finished reading Alice Walker's book, Possessing the Secret of Joy, which is a novel about female genital mutilation in Africa. And I knew a lot of girls and boys in school who were sexually active but didn't know what a clitoris was. I knew what my report would be. Everybody else's reports sucked. I got up in front of the class and announced my report. Society's problem with the vagina. I had done a ton of research. I explained modern gynecology and obstetrics, episiotomies, how in some traditions women were required to hold up a bloody sheet on the wedding night, and if they didn't bleed, well, they were killed. Also, the girls and boys in the class finally learned what and where was the clitoris. They all loved it, but not Mr. Hutchinson. He never looked up at me, not even once. The next week, he told me he was going to fail me. I hadn't gotten permission to do a report on that subject, so he was within his rights. An F? I'd never gotten an F before. It was so unfair. This teacher had the power to destroy my dreams of escaping to college. My life was ruined. We were walking across campus to Chem Lab, and all the kids in my class spontaneously confronted Mr. Hutchinson. You can't fail her. She gave the best report, by far. It was so well researched. It was engaging. Hello, we actually learned something. We'll go to the principal. So I got an A-. And after writing 10 drafts of a normal, boring college application essay, I ended up telling this story instead. And that's how I got into college. The hard way. The next year, someone did a report on the penis. Ugh, poor Mr. Hutchinson. So uncomfortable.
We don't need you. We don't need you. I'm cool.